Last do-over.
This is definitely the first time.
Yeah. First time we've done this. Totally organic.
Guys, make it sound
110%.
natural.
Okay.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to another episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Jack Austin. With me, as always, Cyborg Mark.
Saying hello for the first time today. How you guys
First
doing?
time? Yep. We did not do this beforehand at all.
There was no popping.
Say hi, Megan.
What up?
How you doing, Ryan?
Howdy.
Oh, he even turned up the volume for me. Oh, my goodness. Well, we've been on a bit of an adventure so far today, haven't we, Mark?
Oh, yeah.
You and me. Buddies. We buddied around. Where did we go?
We went to Tony and Nello's.
That's right. You may know Tony and Nello's with such fanfare as the Alter Ego Podcast, as one of our beautiful, beautiful sponsors.
I am full of pizza, and I'm very happy right now.
We went to go meet with them, and they, being the wonderful, beautiful people that they are, thank you to Tony and Nello and Laura for filling our bellies. And we have posted beautiful pictures of all the wonderful food that they provided for us. Oh, yeah. And we're all very full in the studio now. We shouldn't have eaten before we came in here.
I'm going to fall asleep, maybe.
Their food is so good.
Delicious.
And they are our first sponsor for today. And I want you all to know why. Because they wanted to reward all of our wonderful listeners with some gift cards to Tony and Nello's. How many, you say? 3.
3.
We're going to have 3 winners over the next 3 episodes. And these gift cards are worth $50
Holy
each
smokes.
to Tony and Nello's.
Can I win one?
And all you need to do to win this gift card, if you're local.
I was going to say, for those who don't know, Tony and Nello's is located in the St. Petersburg area. In
I was just
Verde.
wondering how that was going to work out.
Yeah. So if you are not a local listener, we will figure out a way to get you a gift card to something else. It will not be for Tony and Nello's. We appreciate your patronage and you participating. We love you. But unless you're going to hop on a plane, this gift card won't really help you.
I think we'll have some other giveays coming up soon that we can ship out to people.
We
You
definitely
also should
will.
hop on a plane, though.
I was going
and
to say,
go
food's
to
good
Tony and
enough.
Nello's.
So.
And if you don't have plans to, when you hop on a plane and visit the St. Pete area, you need to go to Tony and Nello's.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
We'll meet you there.
So,
on the map.
in order to win these wonderful gift cards, you are going to have to share Alter Ego's page, also share Tony and Nello's page, and mention us when you go to Tony and Nello's. We
It's
will
like a
also
follow,
have,
share.
Yeah,
So they need to follow
like
as
that.
well.
So this can be on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter?
That's correct.
Ah, fantastic.
We will be picking winners at random. And, make sure that when you go, you mention, for those of you who don't win but still want to participate, if you go to Tony and Nello's and mention the show while you're there, just mention us and you'll get 10% off your entire order.
Just yell Alter Ego from your table.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do.
At the top
But
of
if you're
your
going to
lunch.
yell, maybe wear a mask.
Well, they are taking those steps right now in the current time.
Absolutely.
So,
They're doing a
but I would
fantastic job.
highly recommend calling and making a reservation.
Oh, yeah.
Because seating is limited. Because this place is very popular out there in Tierra Verde. It's always packed when I go. So make sure you call, make a reservation. If you're one of our gift card people that has won, we'll let you know, and then we'll give your information to Tony and Nello's, and then you'll be off to the races and be fat and happy eating this food.
Yes,
I
you will.
promise you.
Just like me right now.
There's something on the menu for you. You will enjoy it. Believe me. If you're looking at the pictures right now wondering, how do I get whatever this is? Trust me. If you have the gift card, you can get it.
Just add us. We'll tell you what we ordered.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to pay the bills right now, Tony and Nello's Southern Italian Cuisine and Grill is a hidden gem that is family-owned and operated on the outskirts of St. Petersburg at 1136 Pinellas Bayway South, Tierra Verde, Florida. This is a must-try for a homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous. Call for a reservation today, 727-867-3577, and check out TonyandNellos.com. And don't forget to mention the Alter Ego Podcast when you're there, because then you'll get 10% off. Easy, right? Easy.
Very.
Why are you arguing with me? Just do it.
And when they say very generous, that is the understatement
I was
of
going
the
to
century.
say, that's not even.
I'll say this. I'm a big guy. I eat a lot of food when I sit down. I go to work, and I have never finished my food when I go there.
No. It's like 3 meals in one.
Not possible.
It's a lot of food. And
Challenge
it's
accepted.
delicious.
Hey, Ryan, I would love to go and watch you try to finish a portion. So whenever you want to go, let's go.
We got to get the Alter Ego challenge going at Tony and Nello's.
That's actually a really excellent idea.
That sounds amazing.
Loser has to wear an Eagles jersey.
Oh, my God. Okay,
Hello,
so
would be
that
okay
brings
with
us to our next sponsor of the day, Ford Supply Company. This episode of Alter Ego is sponsored by Ford Supply Company, makers of all natural and organic soaps for men, with scents like tropical teakwood, citrus IPA, and cypress pine. Visit their website at fordsupply.com or to order online and use promo code Alter Ego to get 10% off your order. Ford Soap, real soap.
No
No bullshit.
bullshit.
Woo!
What a quality ad.
I was hoping that was
That's
going
why
to
they
go
pay the
through.
big bucks.
That's right. That's right. They do
Just
pay
re-upped
big
on
bucks.
mine, so
I
Hey,
saw
how do you
Ryan
like
just get
it?
a
Order it.
metric ton of Ford soap today
Oh, yeah.
from Ford Supply.
What did you get, Ryan?
got the charcoal, got the teakwood, loaded up on the citrus IPA.
Of course,
Got
that's
the
no
sandalwood
surprise.
bourbon. I think
Yeah.
I got like at least one or two of you.
Yeah, you showed me the
box.
box. You had one. You had at least two of everything.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Uh,
awesome.
He's gonna smell so good.
Yeah.
I use the Ford Supply in the shower. Which one do I use that you like so much?
Ranger.
Ranger.
It smells like Christmas.
Oh,
Is that the
that's
pie?
a good one.
I
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
like smell it throughout the house. I'm like, oh yeah. That
If you
smells
think
so
that
good.
smells
Abby
like
does that
Christmas,
one
you should
for
wait
the
till
citrus.
Christmas.
What?
She wants pumpkin spice something, buddy.
I know,
Listen,
I do.
keep your Christmas. She wants pumpkin spice.
But I personally, even as a woman, I really like gentleman, which is kind of funny because I'm a woman. But I love the smell of the sandalwood
Women can
and
be gentle
bourbon.
too.
And I use it, and I'm almost out, so I will be upping as well. But it smells so good.
It does.
I love it. I love it so much.
Okay.
Anyways,
So, shall we talk about some Facebook posts for the week?
Let's talk
can
about
we
what's
start
on the
with the
book.
ones you talked about or that you posted today, most recent.
No.
Are we
Let's
working
save the
backwards?
best for last.
Okay,
Mm.
That's
We're working
fair.
backwards.
I need to know what is going to happen here. So go ahead.
Yeah. So, Rob Liefeld? I don't know who that is.
That's the creator of Deadpool.
There you go.
I don't know
Says
who that
he would
is.
rather Ryan Reynolds play Green Lantern again than do Deadpool 3.
What?
I think he's the only human on the planet that's thinking that,
Wow.
including
I think the
Ryan
Deadpool
Reynolds.
Movies were very well done.
Well, he's the executive producer of them.
Yeah,
So there's something going on here where he's trying to be funny.
yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Because he
probably.
makes a crap load of money off
Hopefully.
I
these
think
movies.
he's trolling Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
but
Where
yeah,
Ryan Reynolds would be like, challenge accepted.
yeah. So that's a good one. That I think you're right. I think that was meant to be a chuckle, but still, I think it's funny that Ryan Reynolds still laughs at his Green Lantern days. But you know what? He's Ryan Reynolds. He can do whatever he wants. You know? I mean,
So apparently Ryan Reynolds has his own streaming service now.
yeah. It
called
only plays
Miz-
one movie.
It plays one 90s Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yeah.
And
What's
that's
the movie?
And that's the only. I don't remember. It's not just Friends, but it's like of that era kind of stuff.
Oh my
It's like
word.
one
It's
rom-com.
So good.
Is that the two guys in a pizza place or whatever?
Oh, that show was great. No, it's not that one.
But yeah, he also just sold his gin company.
Oh, he sold it?
for a boatload of money.
Not bad.
He's living large, and Dwayne the Rock Johnson wants him to
his
play
tequila.
Hawkman. Wants him to play Hawkman in the DC universe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds better not.
don't see that happening,
No.
but still,
Did you learn nothing from the Green Lantern, bro?
I think
Nobody learned anything from Green
Yeah,
Lantern.
who knows? Who knows?
We
Okay.
learned what not to watch.
So
Still haven't seen it.
we're all familiar with. I think
could be
at
worse.
this point, we're all familiar with the upcoming game in September, the Marvel's Avengers game.
Oh,
We're
yes.
not
You
talking
can
about this stupid ass
Play
game.
as Avengers.
No,
and
you can't, 'cause
level
you can't
them
play
up.
Spider-Man.
You're bringing it up, and Ryan's going to stick to it the whole episode again.
Ryan's upset because Spider-Man is a PlayStation exclusive for this game.
and no one wants to play that shit on PlayStation.
I do.
So there's a long list that was kind of data mined, I think, to find extra characters that are going to be playable, level upable, if that's a word.
I saw you post that. That's really.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
they
that.
pulled it from the developer code.
So the original Avengers will be on this list, but there's a lot of other interesting people on here that I really was interested to see. So let's go down the list, shall we? It's in alphabetical order, so people are going to show up where you think they're going to show up. Ant-Man. Like, what? Play as Ant-Man? That's dope. I would love to be microscopic Ant-Man and come up with a uppercut or something and go into Giant Man.
Yeah.
That would be killer.
If they do it right.
Yeah. Black Panther. That
Figured
looks
that was
like
gonna
it would
be
go
there.
very well in this game, in this world.
Oh my god, yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Might be a little OP.
OP, I was going to say, she'd be OP as hell.
I'm most excited
there's a
about-
couple OP characters on this. Captain America. We figured Captain America would be there. Doctor Strange.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that would be very interesting. Could you imagine running into battle with Iron Man and Doctor Strange and the next person on our list, Falcon?
Okay.
I mean, this is a pretty diverse little list here.
I mean, he's
After Falcon is one that was already kind of released. I think there were images of him too. Hawkeye is going to be in
I didn't
this
see
game.
that.
Yeah, Hawkeye's going to be in it.
How does he look? Did they show what he looks like?
He has a shaved head,
Mm-hmm.
but he's in the classic black and purple.
Ooh. Does he have the
Yeah.
weird Hawkeye mohawk thing from the
No,
movie?
no,
Okay,
he
good,
does not.
Good.
But there are multiple skins, so I almost guarantee you there's going to be a variant of that
Yeah.
where you see the mohawk, which I liked. Hulk. We knew Hulk was going to be in there.
Oh yeah.
A lot of images on TV for this one. The Hulk Buster is going to be in it, which is toy. It's awesome. Iron Man, which when I saw the 15-minute clip of this game where they showed the characters going through, they show Thor, they show Black Widow, they show Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man looks crazy fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it looks like he's going to be awesome.
Because
to
it
play
looks
as.
like all these different characters have different mechanics.
Yeah.
So that could be fun playing the same mission
different mechanics,
with different
attacks. Yeah.
characteristics.
And they're also going to be kind of like horde modes, waves of enemies coming in. There's danger rooms. There's hero-specific missions. So it's looking interesting.
I haven't bought a game in a
Kamala,
while.
who is, I always thought she was Marvel or something like that. Miss Marvel.
She's Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
She's
Kamala.
the second Miss Marvel.
Miss
I'm
Marvel.
excited for her. She's actually the character I'm
She
most excited
is
about.
the character you follow the most in this game,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, which is very cool.
Which I think this is going to be a segue into her being a big part of the Marvel
Yeah.
cinematic universe going forward.
I would agree with that. Kate Bishop
Okay.
is going to be in this particular version. Marvel. Yeah. I was like, okay. Mockingbird is going to be in this one. Screaming at people, no doubt.
Yeah. Okay.
Quake. And I believe it's going to be the Quake from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That young lady. Because they think they're going to integrate her into the actual movies as well.
I've only seen 3 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, you've seen her. She's the
Oh.
main character of that show.
Oh, I thought it was Fitz and Simmons.
You thought wrong, buddy. Here's another OP character that I'm like, how are they going to do this? Scarlet Witch.
Oh, what are you doing?
Yeah, Scarlet Witch. If I'm not OP as Scarlet Witch, I'm returning my game and calling the police.
Yeah.
Hello?
It's an MMO, bro. You got to level up.
That's right. Speaking of level up, She-Hulk is in the game.
Oh, yeah.
That's killer, too.
Some hot little action. I like
I
it.
mean, I like a faster Hulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'll still have the strength and she'll have the mobility, too. That might be a little crazy, too.
All right, we're up to S.
We are. Next one, honey. You know who it is.
Thor?
Thor.
Well, you said up to S, and I was honestly I was
Yeah.
spaced for a
Yeah.
moment.
Thor
Cute.
is obviously he was in
there we
this.
go.
Yeah. I had to do it real quick in my head.
Monsignor Vision is in the game.
That'll be good.
Vision will be very fun to play. I'm skipping this one because I'm most excited about it. Wasp is in the game.
Who would he have skipped?
Black Widow is in the game. You're all just thinking about who I skipped.
Yeah, is it
No, I'm-
after Vision?
You skipped
Like
a
you said,
W, but it's
it
not
went
who
to
I
B.
think. It,
Winter Soldier is in the game.
Is that it?
Okay.
No, that's not it.
Wolverine?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
Come on, gang.
Wanda?
No.
W.
Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch.
Is it a W?
It is a W. You guys are all
Whoa,
going to feel,
whoa.
we're so stupid. Why did we think of this? Let's think of big time best friend of one of the major Avengers.
War Machine.
War Machine,
Oh,
baby!
my God.
That's the one you're
Just
most
kill
excited
me.
about?
Oh, I'm so excited for War Machine.
He loves him some Rhodey.
I do love me some Rhodey. I love me some War Machine. Yeah,
put the
I'm a
Iron
big
Patriot in
fan
there,
of
too.
that one. I bet you there will be an Iron Patriot skin. I almost guarantee it. So yeah, that's the leaked
He's
list
definitely the
of
coolest.
So
of
as
people in
many
that game
people
so far.
as there are listed, are there any that people are disappointed that aren't.
That aren't listed?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Oh gosh.
For me, it's Daredevil. I would have liked to
Really?
see the Daredevil in this.
I don't see Daredevil having the power to be able to keep up with AIM and the stuff that they've got going on. Because these are big,
we got Hawkeye.
big tanks, but he's ranged.
We got
Daredevil is
Hawkeye
not.
too.
You imagine a blind guy whopping out to punch a tank?
Yeah.
I know where you are! Sorry.
Hit him with
Sorry,
the stick.
Matt Murdock fans.
How dare you?
You know, Luke Cage? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I see Luke Cage being somebody who needs to get his name called. Oh, him and only every X-Men.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, that was a strategic choice not to involve any
Yeah,
X-Men or
yeah.
Fantastic Four
yeah,
characters.
for sure.
That's
That was
gonna
my
be-
next one. Ben Grimm running
Oh,
around
my
in
God.
a freelance game, or
Well,
Johnny Storm. That'd
You're
be
naming
amazing.
half of these characters, and I'm like, these could all be spin-offs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can do a Doctor Strange
You mean? I think the
game.
word you're looking for is DLC.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, honestly, it almost just sounds like an Ultimate Alliance 4, like half as done for the console.
It sounds like if you played the game Anthem on Xbox, it was a very open world, very role-based game. So I think you're going to have your tanky characters like your Hulks. You're going to have your ranged characters like your Hawkeyes and your Iron Mans, and you're going to have your melee characters like your Captain Americas, your Thors, your, So I don't know. I played that game a lot, and the problem with it is it gets a little bit repetitive, and sometimes it can be just a tad glitchy. But that game, I think, if you've ever watched gameplay or played Anthem, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Because a lot of people said, oh, it's the Iron Man game.
Yeah.
Where basically you're in a
Yeah.
mech suit where you're flying around and shooting guns. So they basically just took the engine, I think, for that and turned it into a Marvel game and made some melee characters that people want to play.
As long as that engine works, I'm good with that.
The beta is
That's
coming
where
out
I'm nervous, man.
the
Square
date of this
Enix.
episode, I
Yep.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
I think the beta is out now for all platforms if you want to try to play it.
Yeah, if you pre-order, you get the beta.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
all right, we could talk about this game all
Yeah,
day.
Yeah,
all
we could.
day. A big time show, Once Upon a Time, is coming to Netflix.
Off of
Moving
Netflix
from
to
Netflix
Disney
to
Plus.
Disney Plus. That's right. That's one that you've watched all of.
You watched all of it?
Most of it. I think I'm a season or two behind.
Yeah, my wife quit. She said it just got
Really
Yeah.
bad.
I think it lost me somewhere. I mean, I wouldn't mind picking it back up, but I do think that it lost me somewhere. I don't remember where, but it was just in between seasons.
Well, they
you know?
They introduced Nemo, and he didn't talk. It was just
Oh my
a fish
gosh.
flopping around the middle of the
Stop
street.
it. That didn't
Is this
I'm
not my
kidding, I'm
demographic? Because I
kidding.
don't know what you're
No.
talking about.
Once Upon a Time is basically like a live sort of action and a collaboration of a bunch of Disney characters and kind of So it's not bad. It's just I think that it kind of maybe it goes on a little too long. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I'd probably at this point I'd probably have to start it over.
ooh.
Yeah, and
Nah.
there's like 8 seasons.
Nah,
like
son.
it's a lot, and they're
Oh,
like
boy.
hour episodes. Like it's
Oh,
a
boy.
ton. Yeah, I mean it was a good idea.
Hmm.
It'll be nice to have it on the Disney Plus though.
I'm good, fam.
And no surprise to anyone, the director in Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman 1984, wants her to be a Wonder Woman 3.
Of
Shocker.
course.
Huh. Amazing. Nobody saw that coming. We're all shocked. But Thursday,
Still haven't seen the first one all
the
the way through.
20th, the logo for the Batman dropped.
What?
The
haven't seen
logo for the Batman
It looks
dropped.
pretty damn good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I'm so happy that we're witnessing this.
That's my logo reaction.
Yes, and the artwork was by Jim Lee, who
Hell yeah.
yeah, who did all that for the Batman.
I really liked it too. I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome. So does that mean you're gonna?
This is recorded a little bit in advance, so but DC Fandom,
This
August
weekend.
22nd.
I can't.
We are going to have some fat, juicy trailers to react to.
So are we going to do like a big bonus news roundup for...
We definitely should.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
definitely should. Definitely
Tune
should.
in next week.
Yeah, right. Tune in right now. Zack Snyder roasts the Justice League "Do You Bleed" line, where Superman picks up Batman and says, "Do you bleed?" He says, hold on, there's a direct quote from him. He says, no, that literally makes no sense. Why he said to Batman, "Do you bleed?" I'm like, what?
I thought Batman said it to him.
Batman says it to him in Batman v Superman. So Superman is picking him up and saying, "Do you bleed?" Like,
Okay.
basically, bitch, you know you're in trouble.
Zack Snyder has no room to question anybody else's
Nope.
writing.
No, he does not. And so when I commented that, that's me that posted it, and I just wrote petty because it is petty. At this point, shut up. Your movie was a failure on the grand scheme of things. Certainly, there's people that love it. They're not wrong. There's people that hate it. They're not wrong either. So shut up, because other directors don't go, well, you didn't see my original cut. Where do you see that? Either put the fucking movie out or don't.
And here's the thing, too, because he's getting an unfair advantage going forward, because he gets to make this movie
In hindsight.
in hindsight. Like, he gets to go, well, people didn't like this, so I'll change it.
Yep.
So it's not fair and it's not accurate.
People didn't like the whole movie. The
Yeah.
whole goddamn thing.
Well, he got 2 movies before that people hated, so...
Right. And now it's a shocker.
Yeah.
But you're right. So now he's like, no, I know people hated that. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. That was Joss Whedon. Or that wasn't me. That was a studio. No, that was you. Your name on it.
It's just amazing how everything's going to be comic accurate in this new Snyder cut
Yeah.
when he doesn't give a shit about being comic accurate.
You can tell that by watching the movie.
Doomsday?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Oh.
Doomsday, I was like, I think I was sitting with you watching that and go, this can't be
The
Doomsday.
snotty warlock.
This is not Doomsday. Please, no. And it was.
Was it?
But another big thing, 2 Flashpoint, or the Flash movie announcements.
Yes. Thank you. Let's get to it.
2
That's what I want to hear about.
2 Batmen were announced for this movie.
Where was I all day?
One of them, Ben Affleck, is going to be reprising his Batman role as Bruce Wayne
I'm on board.
Well,
to be a part of the Ezra Miller question mark. Ezra Miller.
Not
I don't
on
know
board
if
for
it's-
that part.
I don't know if he's going to be in it, but we'll see.
but it's
but as
the
far as-
Flash movie, so I mean, have they not cast
could
anybody for?
Ezra.
Flashpoint himself.
Ezra Miller has very famously punched a woman in the face.
I
and done
know
some
that. That's
nasty
what I'm
things.
saying.
But he's
There
also
hasn't
the
been
writer
anybody.
of the movie, too.
Ezra
I know.
is?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. There's a lot of moving parts that go into removing him as the Flash.
Which this Flash movie has gone through like 3 writing crews. Like the guys who did the Lego movie, they were supposed to do it. That would have been great.
I would have
Yeah.
watched that in a heartbeat. They
And
were
then
awesome.
and then somebody came in for the second, and they ended up leaving. And then Ezra Miller just went, "Since I'm in it, I'll just write it too."
and then he
And they
clocked
went,
someone.
"Okay." Then he punched a woman in the face at a Walmart.
Yep.
Jesus.
In the snow wearing shorts.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't a Walmart.
And the other Batman announced for the Flash movie is Michael Keaton. Yeah,
Yes.
look at
What,
one of
is he
these.
supposed to be Grandpa Batman?
Yes.
Who cares?
Yes.
Who cares?
He is
Make him
supposed
Michael
to
Batman
be.
Beyond Batman.
I was gonna say now I wouldn't
Yes.
be mad at that if they were gonna actually
That's
do a
the
Batman
direction they're
Beyond
going.
movie.
Yes.
Give me a Terry
That'd be
McGinnis.
what's
Let's
up,
do
yeah.
this.
Yep.
That's the Batman I've been wanting to see for a long time.
That's
honestly.
the direction they're going.
I think that's the Batman we've all been wanting to see.
I'm
for a long
surprised they
time.
haven't done that sooner because that's a lot easier to just move forward into that instead of recasting Batman so many times. They can just go,
Yes.
okay, it's a futuristic Batman. He has an Iron Man suit. He has everything that you need. Let's just do that instead. It's totally different.
We've
Yeah.
said this on this podcast before. Has anybody over at Detective Comics seen any of the X-Men movies? Have you been following this? Guys, answer me. I know you all listen. I know this is on in the break room. Answer me. I know that you've seen how poorly these X-Men franchises have fallen. Right? Like it's not going well. The timelines are confusing. Is it old Professor X? Is it new Professor X? Is Logan dead or is he alive? Is he
So
back in
bad.
time? Is he forward? What's going on? We don't get it.
Yeah, it's a
and
hot
DC's
mess.
like, no, it's
Yes.
okay. We're gonna flashpoint everything. It'll be fine. It'll be fan service for it to be flashpoint.
But they're going to flashpoint it and then go, well, I mean, people really like Ben Affleck, so maybe we can bring him back for a thing or two. And people really like Michael Keaton. We can bring him back for a thing or two.
Yeah, what about Robert Pattinson? What about Joaquin Phoenix?
So there's going to be 3 or 4 Batman, 3 or 4 Jokers, So the Flashpoint really is going to do nothing.
Yeah.
No, it's
But
not.
go listen to our Flashpoint episode for me to complain about that in length.
So is that kind of what we're thinking that they're doing? Is they're creating all these alternate universes? Like that's how we're as fans supposed to see it? Is that they're all alternate universes?
And they are going
Where
to
do they
have
align?
to sell the shit out of this.
Well,
Yeah.
with Flashpoint, they're supposed to align, so they're in essence going to do the opposite.
It's
while
so
saying they're
confusing.
aligning everything. They're like, we're going to bring it all together and we're going to make it the way we want, but it's just going to spider
So
web
what?
out
In
and be
20
50
years,
different
are we
things.
going to have a 90-year-old Michael Keaton as Batman?
What?
And Robert Pattinson and Ben Affleck are all going to be there too because
and
they're
3
from
more
different-
Batmans.
And this is going to be and this so there's going to be 6 Batmen 20 years from now. We're all going to be like, whoa, this is what we were waiting for.
We were
No.
waiting for 8 different Batmen.
And this whole time we're confused as hell, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, this movie ties everything together, and everybody's walking with a cane.
Just make 1 or 2 good ones and I'll shut up.
Yeah. Michael Keaton coming back and doing one would be fine. I personally am not a huge Ben Affleck Batman fan.
Well, the
I
movies were
mean,
bad.
That's
was
the
good.
problem. It's not. That's him. What really wasn't the problem. It was the collaboration of his involvement and everybody else. The DC Justice League movie, like it just wasn't great.
Except for Justice League. You can see it in his eyes that he just does not want to be there.
It's not connected, right?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired of seeing Batman. If it's not Batman Beyond, something different.
Yeah.
Like, what are they really gonna do?
That's why I was like, okay,
Like,
if you do Joker, give it a
I'm
breather.
sick of it. Like,
It's starting
that's
to get
that's
overdone.
the sad
And
part.
it's just like Spider-Man.
yeah.
It was Tobey Maguire
Yes.
right into
Yes.
Andrew Garfield.
I loved Andrew Garfield.
I
he
loved
was
him
my
too.
favorite
He was my
Spider-Man.
favorite too.
Tom Holland's my favorite.
He's good.
Tom Holland, I think, is the best.
He's a very close second for me. I loved Andrew Garfield.
I did
And you know
too.
what? I don't have anything negative to say about Tom Holland.
Not
It
at
was
all.
just my
Yeah.
personal preference.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield actually wasn't bad either.
Yeah.
Better than
He was a
Tobey
really
Maguire
good
for me.
Spider-Man. It's just the second one's a really rough movie
Yeah.
Mhm.
for me, at least.
It was. But yeah, I think the first time we saw something different in Batman was Ben Affleck when he was older and he was taking off the armor and he was bruised up and he was like, I can't be doing this anymore.
Because I made a bunch of promises, like, we're going to do a different Batman. And I'm like, okay, all right. Dark Knight Returns. All right, that sounds good.
But
But
he's
then
just
he just-
old.
Yeah, he's just an old Batman.
Yeah, no, he's the same Batman. He's just older. All right. So, let's get into it. Let's get into the reason and the title of this episode, huh? Let's talk about the Netflix movie Project Power. You like how I rolled my R's there? You
Yeah,
like
that
that?
was well done. That was well
You
done.
did.
It's
You
almost like
well
there's
did.
Spanish in this movie.
That's right. But there isn't. Project Power, starring Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and what's the other young lady's name?
Which lady are you talking about?
Let me go.
Robin?
Robin? Yeah.
That
That girl can spit. Let's just
Yeah.
say.
Oh, I was like,
Oh.
that was dope.
I loved it. I know we'll probably talk about that, but I was like, very well done.
And I'm not. I was so disappointed when
It's
it
okay.
flashed back. I was
Oh,
like, I really wish they would have just let her have done it that way.
oh yeah. By the
yeah.
way, spoilers for Project Power on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Then come
Yeah.
back and
Robin,
visit with
Robin,
us.
it's important to say this young lady's name because she was great
She was
regardless.
outstanding.
Very
Dominique Fishback.
Has she been
All right.
anything in anything else? Anybody recognize her from anything? You want to
I
check
don't
her?
know. Click
check
the
her
link.
IMDb right
Let's
quick.
take a look.
Because
Well-
she was
Check her
very
MDiv.
good, and I didn't know her from anything else.
She has been in a TV series called The Deuce, Random Acts of Flyness, The Hate You Give, Night Comes On, Jay-Z Smile, which is a short, Burning in Birmingham,
Blue Bloods.
Show Me a Hero, Royal Pains, The Americans, The Affair, The Nick, and that's about it.
So no, she hasn't been in anything else.
Nothing huge.
No, like,
She did
movies.
very
No,
well.
this
I
is
feel
like her
like she's
first-
about to be.
Yeah,
I think it's
she
one of
did
her
very
first blockbuster movies. And let me say this: we watched the movie. When did we watch it?
well. This weekend, Saturday.
This weekend, yeah. There are two types of moviegoers, in my opinion: people that want to just watch the movie and be entertained, and people that want to criticize every facet of a movie and make it all one big cohesive novel of a movie and see every aspect of it flushed out. And then some people who want to see cool superpowers and cool effects and call it a day.
I fall somewhere right in the middle.
Some-
Of all of
Same.
those,
Yeah.
Same.
I've never
Yeah.
been super critical until we really started doing this, to be honest. Like now I'm a little extra critical. I mean, I have, but I'm more critical because I'm like,
Now you're saying it out loud.
yeah,
And it
I'm
feels
thinking,
more real.
Yeah. So
It's difficult, but when you read the reviews, there are people who absolutely loved this movie, said it was a smash hit. They loved it. And people who were like, this movie is absolute trash.
Yeah.
So where does everybody fall here?
I'm kind of in that. Not. It's not trash.
Not trash.
It was a decent movie. Like, I'd watch it. But I'd pay to see in that movie theater? Nah.
I'm in the middle, leaning more towards it was a good movie
Yeah.
because I'm not trying to be hypercritical.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. It's like going into a hand of poker knowing you've got pocket aces with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Jamie Foxx. I've never seen them have a bad role.
No.
Yeah,
I've never watched a movie with them and go, they weren't good in this.
Have you never seen Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I thought Jamie Foxx was good for his interpretation. Now, was that, Electro, the way people wanted to see it? Maybe not.
No.
But Jamie Foxx does not do a bad job.
No, he's amazing. And I fall somewhere in the middle, too. If I paid $15 and went out to the movies and saw this, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know about
see,
that.
but for a free
That's the
Netflix
thing.
movie
Yeah.
on a Tuesday night, it was good.
Yeah.
With some good effects, great story.
Story for me. is
Story-
kinda,
Yeah, it kind of wavered a little bit for me. There were some lulls where I caught myself like grabbing. Here's how I judge a movie. If I'm watching a movie and I start like fiddling around and reaching for my phone, I'm like,
You started
not
to lose
in.
me. Yeah.
I'm not in.
Like I said, I fell asleep at one point and had to rewind it. So
I'll say that. I did a little phone fidgeting while watching this
Yeah.
movie. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I loved the concept. I loved Jamie Foxx's character, although he's one of those that suffers from not being fully fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, we said spoilers for the movie. Where's his wife? Where's the mother of the child? She's
Yeah.
not even mentioned.
That may have been a good thing because this movie was 2 hours and it wasn't breezy by any means.
Yeah.
So tacking on another 15 minutes for that,
To explain, yeah.
yeah, may have just pushed it over the edge.
Yeah, and I felt another one as the other titular character, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
this diehard cop who wants nothing but to save New Orleans, but he's
He's
willing
kinda
to
crooked,
do
too.
absolutely everything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, he wants to break into the robbery while it's being,
Mm-hmm.
which obviously I know it's a movie.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, because I can't get shot. But what about everyone else in the
Yeah.
bank?
Oh shit, they're in here. Shoot all the hostages.
Yeah. Oh,
then-
shit. There's a cop. Kill everyone.
And then the part, you didn't notice that they were gonna know that you fucking took the pill. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. They just watch you get shot point blank in the head.
Yeah.
So this movie,
Well, the chief insinuates that he took a pill and he knew it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The chief says to him, "You taking your pill today?" And he goes, "Yeah, maybe I have."
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
so this movie was $85 million.
What?
yes, it was.
So to give you an idea, Marvel movies usually range between $300 and $500 million. So for a superhero movie, Justice League was $500 million. So this budget was pretty similar to Deadpool. I thought the special effects were really good for a Netflix movie.
Yes.
And
I
for a
did
movie
too.
with this budget,
I did as well.
That was one of the parts of the movie to me that shined.
Yeah.
I feel like they used the CGI sparingly because they knew they only had a certain budget for it. So they said, you know what, we're going to do like 5 scenes and they're all going to be really good.
They're all going to be huge.
Instead of doing 10 okay scenes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which most movies go for that. They want long lasting, they want multiple scenes with CGI and stuff. But if you can't afford it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because this movie is $85 million and supposedly most of the budget went to Jamie Foxx and
Of course.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
And- Yeah.
because they have the star power to get people to watch this even if they're not interested in superhero stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought this movie did a lot of things right. The writing, there's a lot of loose ends and a lot of weird creative decisions.
I agree. I mean, I think that, us talking about how good Robin did, I do think that she did very well. But
I thought she was the most flushed out character of all of them.
Uh-huh.
But that but where was her? Honestly, like there wasn't anything explained on her either. I'm spitting all over myself. I'm sorry, but she's a high school student, and then she's involved in all
That
this
was
shit.
kind of implied, though.
Yeah.
And it's a one night ordeal. How did all that shit happen in a
Yeah.
fucking 12-hour period
I
of
know.
time?
Well, I mean,
It's a busy night.
I'm a big fan of things not being spoon-fed. Not spoon-fed. That's a bad word for it, but things not being over-explained. Because this is going to have a sequel. Absolutely. They basically set up a sequel at the end.
Yeah.
They have a conversation like, "You coming back for the sequel?" No.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
basically what they
And
said.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, no.
But
Or no, wait, no. Jamie Foxx is the one who tells him no. I want to anyway.
yeah, and he's like, no, but you'll be here.
Yeah. Exactly.
But the acting, the cast was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The special effects were great. It was shot really well. I mean, there was a lot of I'm picking apart the writing, but there are a lot of positives to this movie.
Yep.
So I just
The unpredictability of what the pill would do to people.
That was
I like
pretty
that
exciting.
too.
I liked it.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
though
that it
we
was all
only
different.
see one person straight up die from taking the pill.
two
Yeah.
people.
I see.
Ice woman.
Technically,
She doesn't straight up. They were
Yeah.
controlling her and regulating her. There was a way for them to keep her alive. There was something wrong
That's
for her to
true.
do it. The guy with the cat mask just put it on and
And
blew
blew
up
up.
like a water balloon.
Yeah.
I'm glad at least somebody did that.
Yeah.
To show the consequences of it.
Right.
Yeah, but we saw the first guy die too. Her
he
cousin.
OD'd.
That's because he took 3 at
We
a
still
time.
saw him die.
Yeah.
On the
Right.
pill. His power was pretty cool. I thought that was cool.
And I
being
thought
able
it
to
was-
catch on fire.
I thought it was cool when they thought this through, where certain people, when they have powers, that there's long-lasting effects if you keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fire guy,
He was-
who was Machine Gun Kelly.
Yep.
He
Oh, that was MGK, wasn't
Yep.
it?
He did it so many times that he's starting to get like residual burns on the side of his face, and his
Yeah.
eye was shut. There was the one guy who was in the club, the guy from Westworld. I can't remember his name. The
From
goatee.
Oh yes, yes, I know what you're talking about.
He turns into the big hulking
yeah, the
hide monster.
leader.
I didn't know
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
from Westworld. What's he in Westworld?
I don't know, but
He's
Is he in one of the later seasons? Because if he is, then I don't know.
yes, okay,
Okay. 'Cause
He's in
we
two
saw
and-
season 1.
He's in 2 and 3. But
I like-
he gets real big, and then when he gets small, like he has like loose skin on his neck.
Yep.
And I'm like, those are cool little touches that they really thought through for stuff like this.
Yeah.
And this universe can be really good. This could be a Netflix show. This could be ongoing movies. Just the core concept, and it doesn't even need to have those same actors in it.
yeah.
It's
Here's-
just that pill hitting the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one thing that I didn't really, not that I didn't like. I mean, they could have played it the same way, but the classic, my daughter, they have my daughter, they have my daughter. Stop.
That part made me go,
I'm
Okay.
like, oh, this is the foreigner with drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
They
rather
have
you
my
just
daughter.
be fighting
Yeah.
the group because you don't like what they're doing rather than just a selfish reason.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, whatever.
There was some interesting parts of it. I liked that it was all loosely based on animals. Because they said, oh, you get your powers from animals. Okay, which animal catches on fire? I'd love to
Phoenix.
know.
The
Bro.
pistol shrimp.
Yeah. Which animal freezes to death and turns into an ice cube?
I'm sorry, but all these powers were loosely based on Marvel characters.
Yes.
We had Mr. Fantastic. We had
Yeah,
the Hulk.
the
we
Human
had,
Who was
Torch.
Mr.
It's
Fantastic?
invisible.
there's the one
black
guy with the
that
bendy
he was fighting
arms.
in the thing
Yeah,
with
he's
the-
like choking
Oh,
him, and his
yeah,
arms
he,
all
like,
bendy
turns
and
to
long.
rubber.
That's right.
The
That's right.
Rubber band man.
We had an invisible bank robber.
Well, it's Taliban.
We had everybody except for the Thing.
Pretty much. We had a
Well,
Hulk.
you can
Yeah,
call
that
that
one
guy.
guy that he almost shot that blew up, and
Oh, what was his power? He was
he's
he
the guy
was
who got
the,
huge and just
yeah.
busted out.
the guy who was punching down the steel doors in the
no,
big
not
ship.
that guy. The one where Jamie Foxx almost killed him, like blew off his fingers.
Yeah, the
that
one guy I
was-
was talking about
yeah.
earlier.
From
The guy with the
Westworld.
goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one that got
He was
fucking
very-
huge.
They
Yeah.
were fighting in that club where they had the
Started-
tank.
Yeah.
Where the
He was the
girl
guy
got
kind of leading it
frozen.
all.
Yeah.
Mm. And who are you saying his powers are based off of? Because he looked like the
Ben
Blob.
Grimm.
Yeah, I said kind of like a loose thing, Hulk
I'm
kind of
saying the Hulk
situation.
kind of situation.
Or
Sure.
That's what I
He
thought
looked.
when I
He
saw
looked
him.
more like Lizard.
He
just got
turned,
big and
into a
strong.
golem, a big golem,
Yes.
and just, went crazy.
Interesting.
But how many people you think got their power? Like the guy whose powers were that his bones would pop out of his body and go, oh, man, my powers suck.
Oh man, I'm Popclaw from the boys.
Yeah. I don't want to do this.
I like the hard fed, like, oh, these are from animals. Like, look at these videos of animals. Look at these videos of animals.
Now look at the powers.
Look at the invisible animals.
I did like that he was like, yeah, no, whatever you want. We'll talk about it. Let's get out of here. No problem. He wasn't like, you know what I mean? No, you'll never stop us. He was like, no, sure. Yeah, whatever. We'll work it out.
But any excuse to sit down and watch Jamie Foxx do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Agreed.
Just,
Same with
I
Joseph
love
Gordon-Levitt.
watching- Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And,
mean,
yeah.
that's one thing this movie sorely lacked was memorable villains. It
Yeah.
did not have a single one.
No.
That's
Yeah.
true. There was the woman on the boat, and there was the Gollum guy.
Let's.
I mean-
yeah.
I thought there was
think
going to be a
about it like
legitimate
this.
supervillain in this,
Yeah, I thought so too. That would make sense.
not just an evil, corrupt organization. Yeah.
Right. and Jamie Foxx's power gets him severely dehydrated. Oh no!
Oh no!
And see, I would have hoped that he would have come in and used it more. Like when he was chasing down MGK,
Yeah.
I thought he was actually going to pop in and use his power. I actually thought that he had the powers naturally.
Right,
And
right,
Because
right.
she
And
did.
then
Yes, that would have been
That's
pretty
what I
cool.
was hoping. And he's trying to track it down, trying to stop people from doing it because he knows what it does to people.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
will
also didn't like the fact that it lasted exactly 5 minutes. To me, that was
Right.
kinda
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting part of it.
Click.
You had to
Okay.
do what you had to do. You had to do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought that was very unique. I think you're right. I think we are going to see a sequel to this with a villain that has powers all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are going to introduce heroes having powers all the time.
Because they kind of allude to that. That's like their end game. And
That's
all
what
of
they
this.
wanted.
Yeah, as they want to have superhumans of sorts, and
And send them
obviously
to South America.
right, and obviously they can't all be good guys, so
But
there's going to be villains.
Here's the problem with that movie. Like I'll say that is a problem with Project Power. Let's think of the great Marvel or DC comic book movies that we've loved that didn't have a memorable villain. Dark Knight is not Dark Knight without Heath Ledger as the Joker.
No,
Endgame is not Endgame without
Without
Josh
Thanos.
Brolin as
Yeah.
Thanos. You have to have a very memorable antagonist. And in this one, we basically have a woman who works for a government organization, which I don't even remember her name.
She's just a lady in a suit.
yeah,
He's like,
Yeah.
come on, we've talked about this. We want to have powers. And he's like, you're stupid. And I was like, I was thinking the same thing, Jamie.
And it's funny because the whole time I thought it was about the guy with the beard who was the actual bad guy.
and he
Her
made
name
a
is
little bit more
her name in the
sense.
movie is Gardner. And the big beard guy's name is Wallace. That can tell you how fleshed out these bad guys are.
Yeah.
So that's where it takes a turn. Do we want big bad supervillains, or do we want to keep this like a small crime syndicate
Well, with his
with powers kind
with
of
his
thing?
daughter having those natural powers, which I did really love that. I loved that she ended up saving him. It was very cliche, but
Yeah.
it was a very nice moment, and I think that it was well done. But with her having those powers naturally, it makes you wonder if sequel is going to be like the next generation
Mm-hmm.
of the, this pill superhero villain, whatever
Didn't it all go down?
situation.
Most of it all in the ship, though.
Yeah.
Most of it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
of that shipment of what they
I
were
was gonna
doing.
say that's that
We don't know if
shipment.
that's their whole
But there's
operation.
probably, Jamie Foxx wasn't, he said he wasn't the only one that was being tested on.
Right.
He
True.
said
That's
he was a
true.
part of a group that was being tested on.
Great. Now we got to watch the next guy's daughter get taken.
So
to the
that's what I'm
next-
Yeah.
saying is maybe there's even 2 or 3 other ones out there that
Yeah.
have their
This
own
guy
natural
had
powers.
twins.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where they go with it, and but the story was like you said. There was a lot of plot holes. There's a lot of stuff that was not really explained, and the
One of the-
fact that days worth of shit happened in hours. I was
Yeah.
like, this
Well, it
is
flipped time though, didn't it? Because it was
No.
daytime. It was daytime
It
during
was
the
daytime
robbery.
to
Yeah.
nighttime.
It was
So it
nighttime when it
start-
started. Then it went daytime,
Oh,
and then it went nighttime again.
you're right.
It was just
So-
day to night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. It
No,
started
he's
off at
right
night,
because it starts where she's at
So
school.
it's 2 days.
and then he,
Yeah.
yeah, because she,
even just from the moment that Robin and Jamie Foxx meet.
Yeah.
It's at that chicken restaurant is when he first sees her.
Church's Chicken.
and, he's
And
there all
then
day.
in all of that time frame,
night.
in that whole night, it's still nighttime when they are on the boat.
Yeah.
Right? Because she leaves at 10 a.m. that morning. She tells her mom she's going to get her meds and soup.
She
She
goes
goes
to
to school. She goes to the chicken restaurant where Jamie's, what's his actual name? Because I'm
Newt.
calling him Jamie.
Major.
Thank you. No,
Oh, no,
Major.
Major.
yeah. Or the
And
new-
then
supposed to
all
be
that shit goes down at night, and he gets sewn up in a vet office. They break into a grocery store. They make it on the boat. It's still like, how long is it dark?
Well, scientifically.
That's
Only
what
a
I'm
few
saying,
hours.
though.
Well, that was the funny thing too, because at the end of the movie, he like goes up to Robin and he kisses her on the head and goes goodbye. I'm like, he's only known that girl for like 8 hours, and he just kissed her on the head. That's weird.
Well, they also went through some shit
I mean,
together.
yeah,
That's true.
She saved his life.
but
And they were trying to. Here's the weird thing: they were trying to do like what seemed like to me like a father-daughter
Yeah.
relationship
yeah.
with him and Robin.
but he has a daughter
Yeah.
in the
But
movie.
you can see that she didn't have a father.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what they're kind of plug and play.
I didn't
Right.
hate that. I didn't hate that because
Me
it
neither.
it was very sentimental there at the
Mm-hmm.
end when they parted ways and she, ended up getting that shit out of his truck. But I mean, I think that it was well done. The timeline is just so foggy to me. Like, it's just, there's no way that amount of shit would go down that fast.
It's one of those things I think they just kind of overlooked it and adding to like, hey, You guys realize that it hasn't been daylight for like
Yeah.
God knows how fucking
Everybody gets
Nobody
slept
in
during
that
the
movie
day.
goes, I am fucking exhausted.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly. And then they're parting ways and saying goodbye the next day, and it's light out, and not a single one of them yawns or even looks
Jamie Foxx
tired.
has been shot several
Hey
times.
man, they've
Yeah.
all been on that power, bro. You don't get tired.
And how did she get him to the vet office to sew him up?
That was an interesting question.
She
Over
is
the
a
back of her dirt
17-year-old, right? Exactly. Even
Yeah.
if she used his truck, she's a 17-year-old and he's a fucking grown man. How did she get him there without him waking up and sew him up halfway through? And then he wakes up, and a lot happened.
It's a movie,
And
bro.
this is where where my
Yeah,
mind
so
was
am I.
I'm
getting
the same
critical.
way because I start
Yeah.
doing all that stuff too. But I will say there was one part of this movie when he was getting ready to take the pill at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like audibly went, "Ooh, what's his power going to be?
Yeah.
What's his power going to be?"
Yeah.
And I was really excited about it.
I was too.
So that told me that like things are going the right way,
See-
even though I complain about it.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed in that because you have that 5-minute clock. I was waiting for him to fuck shit up for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was literally like 1, 2, 3. All right, now I just fall out.
You got
for
like
no
28
reason.
seconds of.
Like why?
Yeah, and he did do those big waves of like energy
Energy.
or fire or whatever
Yeah,
they are.
whatever it was.
But there was like innocent people, like people on his side standing there too.
Yeah.
So somehow all that stuff didn't hit them.
Didn't hit them.
She
but it hit
ducked.
all
I
the
was
bad
there with
guys.
you too.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
ducked. I was thinking the
Yeah,
same
she-
thing, but
yeah,
she
she
kinda
kinda goes,
ducked. She's like, oh, but
And then it misses her. I'm like, well, why didn't everybody do that?
Well, he does explain that pistol shrimp point where they have pinpoint accuracy and can do what they need to do.
Yeah.
So they alluded to that, but you're right. The way it was shot does not allude to the fact that he has control
Just jump
over it.
behind a
It would be a
storage
lot more.
container
It
or
would
something.
be a lot more like lasery if that was the case.
That's
don't
what I
think
would
that
have
it
thought,
was-
too.
Because it looked like an explosion, basically.
yeah. And I mean, if they tested it on him again and again, he should already know what his power is, and he should know that he's not going to die after he uses it. Like
Yeah.
that part didn't make
And that
sense
was
to
a
me
weird thing,
either.
too, because the starter's like, you know what happens when you... What? You get tired?
Yeah.
He reminded me of
I mean, it's
Ant-Man
still
in
here.
Civil War, where he's like, can I get some electrolytes? Anyone have any orange slices? I don't know. I'm dogging it, but I actually really like the movie.
I did too,
I
and
enjoyed
it's
it.
like you take it from when you're watching it because you know that we're going to jump on this podcast and talk about it. You are kind of pulling that negative side of it, but I mean,
You're
as a
watching it more
movie,
critically.
yeah,
You really
and
are.
it's like, and you're thinking about the positives and negatives, and pros and cons, and everything. So
'Cause-
all in all, it was a good movie,
And-
but there
and a
was
good-
a lot of shit that was just a little.
A good
critically
message
off.
for it too was the moment with Jamie Foxx and Robin, where he's like, "You have power. You don't need this pill. You don't need some super thing to give you superhuman powers. You have something special about you that makes you powerful without this. Don't worry about the pill. Don't take the pill. Use what power you have." And obviously, she was like, "Oh, I rap," and he's like, "Okay, well
and
then."
that's her spin.
I was
That's
just
one
saying
of the-
that's the power of rap.
Yeah,
Honestly, that was one of my favorite parts
Bars.
about her.
Is she a rapper? Like, could
I
that
don't
be a
know,
thing?
but she, like
I don't think so.
there it was.
I don't think so
whoever,
either.
She's
whoever
about to
wrote, Whoever wrote her freestyles in that movie were pretty damn good. Like,
Yeah.
They were good. I liked them.
It was Jamie Foxx. He wrote it.
That
I mean,
would not
Jamie
surprise
Foxx
me.
is a
He does.
talented musician.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he have like an R&B career for a little
Yeah.
bit there?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
he's
how
done
I did it.
everything. He's done like
can-
slapstick comedy. He's
Yeah.
done what was it?
Stand-up
What was
comedy.
the movie he was in all those years ago?
Bait.
It's one where he's trying to get laid and he puts all the cellophane around his head.
Shit.
I have no idea what
This
you're
girl's
talking
telling him
Yes,
that she doesn't
I
have a
love
condom,
that.
so to put cellophane around
Yeah,
him,
it takes
he
the
puts it around his
saran wrap.
entire body.
Oh,
Dude,
what was
Jamie
that?
Foxx.
I mean, I've never seen it, but this visual is great.
It's
Click on him, he's right there.
hilarious. Jamie Foxx. That's right.
What's it
He is
called?
He's
right.
gonna have like 8,000 things in his IMDb.
It's
And
not- it's not
while
how to
you're-
be a
while
player,
you're-
is it?
While
No, it's
you're
not how to be the
digging
player.
for
It's,
it, while you're digging for it, one of
Is
my
it something
favorite
up?
moments that's early on in the movie is when he's at the gas station after Newt dies, and he's at the gas station, and that
baby.
little girl is crying. Yeah, and he's like playing with her, and then he like puts his glasses
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I like
And
that.
that like screams Jamie Foxx. Like I feel like that's probably him in real life. Like I
Yeah.
just feel
Yeah.
like that's
Oh, yeah.
how he is because you see him on.
I think it's
Masked
this.
Singer
I think it's the
and
Players
some other
Club.
BS to where he's
nah, it's not the
like
Players Club.
Yeah.
It's
he's like a host or a
Keep
co-host
going.
or something, and he just
Booty
has
call.
that-
Booty call.
That's
Oh,
what it is. Yeah.
It's Booty Call. It's this movie.
Oh no!
That's definitely it.
Oh my
If
god!
you have not seen Booty Call, do yourself a favor.
I know what
It
I'm
is
watching tonight.
So funny. I'm hoping they have the cellophane pictures here on the IMDb. Probably not. Nope. There's a big booty though.
It's funny, at the beginning of the movie, he pulls up to that rundown hotel, which is like basically the drug lab or whatever. and on the side of his truck it says Tampa, Florida, and I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
of course.
Florida
One of the
man.
things I loved about him too is where he looked at her and he's like, "If you don't tell me what I want to know, I'm gonna knock you out and then go kill your mother." That's what's
Yeah.
important to you. He said that. I said, "I'm listening."
See, that's one of the things that made the end that much cooler for me. It was the fact that he was savage in the beginning,
Yeah.
and once he realized she would help her, he kind of changed up a lot too.
I thought the movie was going to take a turn.
That's it. Yeah. She's got it pulled up.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
All right, I need to. Oh,
It's funny
and Tommy
because-
Davidson. All right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The movie
That
is
dude is hilarious as hell, too.
hilarious. Yeah.
But I thought the movie was going to take a turn, and I thought actually Jamie Foxx was going to be the bad guy at the end
That'd be cool.
I kind of wanted him to be the bad
because
guy.
I thought
I'm
it was
not
going to be
gonna
him
lie.
and Joseph Gordon-Levitt going at it.
And all of a sudden, it was going to be like a flip of the switch.
Like
sort
he
of
needed all this
situation.
help to get in.
That
and
was
he-
another
and he
thing that
gets
bothered
in.
me with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's like, "No, I'm bringing you in. Okay, what do you need?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, that's-
what?
But that's when he made the point, though. He's like, your phone's gonna ring. Your boss is gonna tell you to.
Because
bring me
he's
someplace
played
else
this song and dance
because
before.
they're gonna kill you, and
Yeah.
then they're gonna take me.
Mhm.
And then when he started seeing the green fucking lasers popping out, yeah, all right, what you need, bro?
Yeah.
I don't have no
His
more.
boss was
power.
like, yeah, don't
Um,
move. Where are you? I'll come to you.
Man, let me get them handcuffs, bro.
Don't go to the police
You need a
station.
gun? Like,
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to take a turn. I thought he was going to end up using everybody.
yeah.
I guessed wrong.
Would have been
And
cool.
it kind of would have been cool. Not only, I mean,
Like he didn't have a daughter. He didn't
but
have
even
anything.
if he did have a daughter, it
that
kind
would
of
be cool
like
to set it up for the second one.
it does kind of shed a little light on the fact that villains are people too,
Yeah.
and they have children too, and they have concerns too. Like it would have been kind of cool to see it flip the switch right quick, and
Because he could pull that off.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
exactly.
like, he
because
just-
like his motives obviously are sincere, but he is actually a bad guy. So it would have been kind of cool to see it from a bad guy standpoint when you didn't even realize that you were on his side the whole time, that you were on the bad guy side.
Yeah.
Like that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
He gets
But-
in. He's like,
It's
I don't
just
give a shit
Jamie
about
Fo-
my daughter. I just want to steal all these pills and
That
sell
would
them.
have been- yeah.
That's
I'm
all I
actually
want
a
to do.
big drug dealer. I don't know that hoe.
Like Jamie Foxx, and that would have also made it sense to why the drug dealer guy was so afraid of him. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That would have been super cool. Fun fact about Jamie Foxx: in Law Abiding Citizen, he was supposed to play the dad,
Ah,
Yes, he was.
and Gerard Butler was supposed to be the
play-
attorney.
Yep.
huh.
Oh, that would have been good.
Fun fact.
I think
Yeah.
it fit very well the way that it did, but it would have been interesting to see it
Yeah,
flopped.
I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
this-
general consensus.
It's worth
is it was
all
a good
your
movie.
money that you spend on it.
Yeah.
Every penny.
All, what is it,
$9.99 a
$12.99 or
month.
whatever?
Yeah,
It's a nice watch. I definitely
I would watch it again.
Yeah.
I'll
For
watch
sure.
the
I just-
sequel as
I
soon as
just
that
wish
hits.
they would have had the people running around when they were explaining what was going on, like the powers. Like, I see a guy running past my car. I'm going 35. Like, I wish you'd have been able to see some of that
Yeah.
crazy shit actually happen around town. I mean,
I think that's part of the budget limitation thing where they're like,
Yeah.
we can't make it
How
look
do we
good.
convey how crazy this is?
We'll just have a zany radio morning DJ.
Radio New Orleans. I was watching the Saints, and they were telling me about some guy running 35 miles an hour. Wow, that's crazy. On to something else.
Which honestly,
Exactly
it's
what
going
it
to sound stupid, but in the scheme of things with superhero movies, 35 miles an hour is not that fast.
No.
and that's the thing.
He's going through a school zone. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, in The Office, Michael Scott hits 31.
Oh, stop it.
See, that's why I don't even consider this really even a superhero.
31.
movie.
31.
He's just a
Really
regular
big player,
hero.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like, even superheroes, like, it's just
Like,
take
he-
a
What's your
drug
power?
dealer.
I'm fast. Oh, like super fast? No. Just 35.
35. That's
I'm
okay.
above average.
That's like, you know,
Like
the
300
superpowers-
miles an
Residential
hour.
That's like
speed
that, you know, like the stupid powers. Like, I can fly. Really? Yeah, but only 6 feet off the ground.
But I fly.
I have the power of hovering.
Right.
You levitate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is
But I
still
can only
pretty
stay
cool.
for about 4 seconds. So
I
it's
have
just a really
super
long
strength,
jump.
but every time I use it, I shit my pants.
Okay. Not
All
to
right.
make this go longer.
All right.
If you could take the pill and have any power, what would it be?
Oh, I wasn't prepared,
Megan.
but I'm so no,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I'm not ready.
Yes. Make your choice.
No, I'm not ready.
Of the powers in the movie?
Or we can go a little out of the box. What do you think?
Yeah, go outside the box.
Yeah. What do you got then?
I'd go with the Wolverine powers, baby.
Regeneration?
Healing like crazy.
I think the healing is pretty cool. I would invisibility.
yeah.
That
I
was
think
the
that'd be
one.
pretty
That's a
cool.
good one.
That
That's a
was
good one.
I like that one.
Mr. Ryan?
I mean,
If we're going from the movie, the invisibility probably
Yeah.
a little better. Didn't seem to have too many side effects at the end. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
won't have my
At
face
the end, you
burned.
OD, you just
Yeah.
become
You know what I mean?
permanently invisible.
Just a chameleon.
Yeah.
I'd want to fly. Like, it's not in the movie, but I'd want to fly.
Fly would be
I wouldn't
cool.
use it for anything devious. I just want to fly.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pulling up real quick,
Pretty
bro.
good,
My
too.
Uber's here.
My Uber's here and you just fly away anyway. Like, what the shit? Your review on Uber's, dude keeps flying away. Every time we show up to pick him up, he flies off.
I don't even need this ride.
Don't even need this. Gil. Oh, boy.
I see you driving at the sheet. I know what time that means.
What does it mean?
It means outro time.
No, it doesn't.
What is that?
Nothing.
Hello? Hello?
Someone knocking on the door?
Hello?
That means thank you so much for listening to the Alter Ego podcast today. We
That's
hope
been
you
us.
enjoyed it. We hope you watched Project Power on Netflix with Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
We hope we didn't ruin your.
And let us
views
know
on
what
the
you
movie.
think of it.
Yeah, let us know what superpower you want in the
Yes.
comments below.
There you go. That's why we involved the cyborg. Thank you to Tony and Nellos for the delicious food. Thank you so much to Forge Supply.
So good.
We've been Alter Ego Podcast. If you want to get in contact with us, you can do it at alteregopodcast2@gmail.com. On Twitter at podcast_ego. I could talk, I swear to God. Facebook at Alter Ego Podcast. Instagram at Alter Ego Pod. YouTube.com/Alter Ego Podcast. Take it away, little band guys. Why that? Why that? I'm sorry.
I hope that noise is in there.